Welcome back to the 6th episode of Fragrance Dictionary. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic, romantic, and versatile notes in perfumery, rose. Known as the queen of flowers, rose has been used in perfumery for thousands of years. But don't mistake it for conventional. Rose is anything but predictable. Depending on the variety and how it's composed, it can smell lush and jammy, crisp and green, powdery and delicate, or even dark and spicy. It's also one of the most complex floral notes in perfumery, packed with hundreds of aromatic molecules that give it remarkable depth and versatility. Rose has one of the longest and most storied history in perfumery. Its use dates back to ancient civilizations from Egypt, where rose petals were used in rituals and cosmetics, to the Roman Empire, where rose water scented banquets and bathhouses. In the Islamic Golden Age, rose distillation was perfected, laying the foundation of how we extract rose today. There are two main species used in modern perfumery: Rosa damascena or damask rose and Rosa centifolia or May rose. Both are incredibly delicate and typically harvested by hand at dawn, when their aroma is most concentrated. Damask rose is the most widely used. It's cultivated primarily in Bulgaria, Turkey, and Iran, or countries known for their ideal climate and centuries-old rose growing traditions. This variety gives off a rich honeyed scent with citrusy and slightly spicy facets. May rose, on the other hand, is famously grown in Grasse, France, and is known for its soft, petal-like quality and powdery sweetness. It's rarer and used in some of the most exclusive fragrances, including heritage houses like Chanel and Dior. But not all rose smells the same. In perfumery, rose is often described by character it expresses: jammy, green, spicy, or even smoky, depending on how it's extracted and paired. And these are some of my favorite rose fragrances. Starting off strong with the classic, this is Kenzo Flower, which is my mother's signature scent. So Kenzo Flower to me is a powdery, musky rose with a slightly soapy floral trail. It's elegant, very nostalgic, and I think this used to be a signature scent for many people. Up next, this is Chanel Paris. This one surprised me. It doesn't smell like your typical Chanel fragrance. This one has a fresh, sparkly citrus in the opening that comes mainly from grapefruit, but then it mellows down into a beautifully earthy rose. Chanel uses their signature Grasse May rose in some of their composition. While I think this one leans more to the damask rose, it still has that Chanel polish. Up next, the iconic Frederic Malle Portrait of a Lady. Now this one is rose but turned up to 11. With over 400 roses in a bottle, this rose is deep, spicy, with patchouli and incense running through the whole thing. I consider this scent as a masterpiece. It's such a complex fragrance that smells dense, mysterious, and incredibly long-lasting. Moving on to Guerlain Rose Amira. This one feels like Guerlain take on Middle Eastern rose. This is a jammy type of rose dressed in incense, amber, and patchouli. It has this velvety richness underneath and it feels very nighttime. From what I read, Guerlain sources their rose from Grasse and Turkey, and it shows it's smooth, full-bodied, and elegant. Moving on to Diptyque Eau Rose, which is your fresh, dewy green rose. Imagine walking through a garden early in the morning where the rose petals are still damp and there's a breeze in the air. You get lychee, a bit of blackcurrant, and a natural smelling rose. Not overly complex, but definitely very pretty. Amouage Epic 56 is where we're entering the spicy territory. Epic is rich, bold, and definitely not your beginner type of rose. It's a very complex fragrance with notes of oud, saffron, frankincense, and rose. The rose that's in here feels more smoky and dramatic and is very long-lasting. Another one that I really like is Matière Premier Radical Rose. This is one of my favorite niche rose scents. It's built around Rose centifolia. From what I learned, Matière Premier as a brand grows their own rose garden in Grasse, And I think it shows. The rose here is jammy, it's slightly spicy with a combination of saffron and patchouli that's giving it some grit. It smells raw but polished at the same time. Moving on to the viral Parfums de Marly de Lina. It's sweet, tart, and ultra feminine type of rose. I would say this one is the sweetest out of all the rose fragrances that I discussed today. Whether you love the Lina or you hate the Lina, one thing to admit is that this one garners compliments. That's it. Let me know which topic do you like me to do on my next video. Bye!